Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allie and today we are gonna do an Instant Pot recipes video. I'm gonna share 4 super easy, budget friendly, and busy weeknight friendly Instant Pot meal ideas. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. You can also follow us on Instagram, Allie_Gooch. And let's jump on into this video. The first recipe I'm sharing with you is a wild rice and mushroom soup. The first recipe that I'm making is perfect for a cool fall night. It is a wild rice and mushroom soup. Pretty much it's a dump and go recipe. The first thing that I'm gonna do is chop all of my veggies. I'm gonna do 3 carrots, 3 stalks of celery, a cup of onion, 4 garlic cloves, and then 8 ounces of mushrooms. A little trick I always do when I cut onions is open up a bottle of Thieves Essential Oil and set it on my cutting board while I'm chopping the onion, and it helps my eyes not water when I'm cutting an onion, and it works every time. Once all of the veggies have been chopped, you can go ahead and add them into your Instant Pot. Along with 1 cup of rice. We couldn't find any wild rice in our grocery stores, so I'm just using some brown rice and it turned out great. Next, add your herbs. I have a half a teaspoon of thyme and a half a teaspoon of rosemary. You can either use dried or fresh. And then add 4 cups of vegetable or chicken broth. Give everything a stir and then place the lid on your Instant Pot and make sure that the pressure valve seal is shut. Turn your Instant Pot to pressure cook and you're gonna cook this for 30 minutes. But once that's done, you can go ahead and start making the roux, and this is gonna thicken the soup. I have 4 tablespoons of butter melting in a pot. Once that's melted, add 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Stir that together. It's gonna be thick and kind of like a paste, but you're gonna let this cook for 1 to 2 minutes until the raw flour smell is cooked out. Then slowly add in 1.5 cups of milk and stir this until it has thickened. Before you add your roux, you're supposed to add your chopped kale. However, I forgot to do that and I did these steps backwards. But add your kale and then add your roux and give everything a stir. And that's it. This meal is delicious the night of or the next day for leftovers, and you could also easily freeze this for a quick weeknight meal. I do want to show y'all our new refrigerator that we got. So when we moved into this house, we had the type of refrigerator that had like the vertical split. One whole side was the refrigerator and one whole side on the other side was the freezer. Those do not have a ton of storage in them. And so we got a new refrigerator from the brand Hisense, and I love it. It is seriously what my refrigerator dreams are made of. So let me show you what it looks like and give you just like a really brief tour of it. It is so nice. Here is the outside of the fridge. So I love the sleek look that it has because of these recessed handles. Isn't that so cool? And then also it has a nice fingerprint resistant finish on it. So that's like one less thing that I have to clean in my kitchen. So here's the inside of the fridge. I have not gotten a chance yet. We just got this fridge. So I haven't had a chance yet to really organize it the way I want to. But you guys, look at how much storage there is. This is incredible. There is so much more storage than we have ever had before. These shelves go so far back. Like, there's still so much space behind our stuff. And there's tons of shelving. Then there's tons of storage in the doors, and these shelves also are really deep and there's lots of space. It's just nice having all of this space. And this is gonna be our produce drawer. We are gonna get some really cool organizers, like the clear ones, and organize this fridge really well. So stay tuned for a fridge organization video. Over here is where you get your cold water from. And then this is pretty cool. This right here is where you can keep like your taller items like milk cartons and things like that. But you can also, if you don't want to use it that way, pull this shelf out. And it's just another area to store stuff. And then down here is a pull-out freezer with, again, just so much storage. There's 2 divided sections, and then another top drawer here, and then this is the ice maker, and I love these little ice cubes. So this fridge is a Hisense fridge, and we love it. I will have it linked in the description box for you guys. Andrew is cooking this next meal, and we are having Instant Pot pork tacos, and this is actually a paleo recipe. The first thing Andrew is doing is mincing some garlic, and he's also dicing 1 white onion. Next, Andrew's slicing some limes and some oranges, and he'll be adding the juice from these into the recipe a little bit later. A tip for making juicing a little bit easier is to roll the citrus before you slice it and juice it, or you could even stick it in the microwave for a few seconds and it will make it juice a lot easier that way as well. Next, Andrew is making the spice mix. To a bowl, he's adding 1 teaspoon dried coriander, 2 teaspoons cumin, 1.5 tablespoons oregano, and salt and pepper. And then moving on to the meat, he has a 4-pound pork shoulder or pork butt, and he's cutting this into smaller pieces to make the cooking time go a lot faster. Once you get the meat into smaller pieces, then he sprinkled that spice mix over the meat, and then he tossed it all together so the spices coated the meat. To your Instant Pot, first add the pork. Then add your chopped onion and your garlic. And then you'll also add 3/4 of a cup of orange juice and 1/4 a cup of lime juice. Place the lid on your Instant Pot, make sure the pressure valve seal is shut, select pressure cook, and you're going to cook this for 30 minutes. Once the 30 minutes is up, you can go ahead and do a quick release and then remove the meat from the Instant Pot and shred it. This meat was falling apart. It was so tender. And then you can assemble your tacos however you want to. Andrew chose to add some fresh onion, some cheese, sour cream, and then some cilantro, and I chose to add some hot sauce and avocado to mine. The next recipe we're making is breakfast for dinner. The first thing that I'm making in the Instant Pot is boiled eggs. I don't know if you knew that you could make boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, but you certainly can, and they turn out perfect every time. To the Instant Pot, I added 1 cup of water, and I also put the rack that comes with your Instant Pot down in the bottom. And then I'm gonna cook 6 eggs today. Add the lid to your Instant Pot, make sure the pressure valve seal is shut. Then turn the Instant Pot to pressure cook, and then for hard-boiled eggs, you're gonna cook this for 10 minutes. While the eggs are cooking, I preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and I'm gonna cook bacon. I know this isn't an Instant Pot meal, but it's a really, really easy way to make bacon. I lined a baking sheet with parchment paper and then laid my bacon strips out on that parchment paper. Place your bacon in the oven, and then you're gonna cook this for about 15 minutes. Just make sure you keep an eye on it towards the end. You might need to adjust the time. Once the eggs are done, you can go ahead and do a quick release. And then a tip to make your eggs peel easier is to immediately add them to a bowl of ice water and let them cool down completely before peeling. Next, I'm going to make steel cut pumpkin oatmeal, and this is definitely a favorite in our family. It has a lot of flavor. So to the Instant Pot, I'm adding 2 cups of steel cut oats, and it doesn't matter if they're quick cook or regular. Next, add 1 can of coconut milk, a half a teaspoon salt, and then give this all a stir. Then place the lid on your Instant Pot, make sure that the pressure valve seal is closed, and you're gonna pressure cook this oatmeal for just 4 minutes. Once your oatmeal is done cooking, you're going to let it naturally release for 20 minutes. Once the 20 minutes is up, it's time to add the remaining ingredients. I have 1/3 cup of pumpkin, add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, and then 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. The recipe called for coconut sugar, but honestly I thought that that was a little bit too sweet for my taste, so I just did the maple syrup. Give this all a stir, and then when you go to serve it, you can add some more coconut milk or regular milk, whatever you would like, and you can also top it with some toasted pecans or walnuts. This last recipe, Andrew is cooking for us again. He's making beef and broccoli, and this is another paleo recipe. First thing he's doing is prepping a few things. He is mincing 1 tablespoon of garlic, and also prepping the meat. He has a 1.5 pound flank steak, and he's gonna thinly slice this. Next, set the Instant Pot to the saute mode. Add some avocado oil and let that get nice and hot. Once the oil is hot, then add your flank steak and sear the meat on all sides for about a minute each side. Once the meat is seared, go ahead and remove it to a different plate. And to the Instant Pot, add your minced garlic. a half a cup coconut aminos, 3/4 cups broth, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, 1/2 teaspoon onion powder, salt and pepper, and a 1/2 tablespoon grated ginger. Give that all a stir, then add your meat back into the Instant Pot. Place your lid on the Instant Pot and you're gonna pressure cook for 10 minutes. While the Instant Pot is cooking, you're gonna go ahead and cook some broccoli. You can either cook this on the stove. Andrew chose to cook it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. But no matter what method you choose, make sure not to overcook the broccoli because you want it to have a little bit of a crunch to it. Once the Instant Pot is done cooking, add 1 tablespoon arrowroot flour, and this is gonna thicken the sauce for the beef and broccoli. You can serve your beef and broccoli with some rice and top with sesame seeds. That's it for today. Let me know if you guys try these recipes and if you end up liking them. You can follow us on Instagram at Allie_Gooch. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel for more recipes. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.